Welcome to the Mythical Forest with Dee Dee and Boris, and today we're going to be talking about something that I don't normally talk about. So if you guys are interested in watching other things, go check out our YouTube channel that has all kinds of stuff on it, and I'll tell you that at the end. But for today, we're going to be, I'm just telling everybody this in case you're shocked that you're used to watching our channel and you're like, what is this? So anyway, as you guys know, over the years I've been telling you that I have interstitial cystitis. And
what exactly is that?
it is
a bladder issue.
It's a bladder disease. Now they've changed it to call it a bladder disorder.
Where everything feels like it burns.
There's a lot of different. There's a lot
you
of
can't
different.
Eat lime?
No, there's a lot of different things. You asked me a question I wasn't ready to go into, but basically, my issue, it's like the bladder lining is so thin that the nerves are exposed. So, like if you cut yourself and you put lemon juice on it, it burns like fire. Okay, it's kind of like that.
But inside your bladder.
Yes, it feels like you have a bladder infection, a UTI, but you don't, and therefore, it's not as treatable. It's like you wish you had a UTI because at least you could take an antibiotic.
Take something.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway,
so what are we doing here?
It's very painful. Now, I have been putting off doing a colonoscopy exam for many years. Okay. And the reason is I was afraid to do it because of the prep that you have to do. The stuff you have to drink can irritate the bladder because it's full of things like potassium and citrus.
Nothing with citrus
can cause you to go into a flare. So I found out from the Interstitial Cystitis Foundation that there is a method that you can do, a protocol, and so I'm going to go through that with you, and also go through some of the other things that I did that that might be helpful for you because you're going to be starving to death the day before your exam. So let's get started first with one of the two things that you're going to take. It's called the Muralax protocol. It's going to be, this is the Walmart Equate.
Clearlax.
It's the Equate brand, but it's compared to Muralax, okay? You're going to get the one that says 8.3 ounces. It's 238 grams. And it has to have this polyphlaglycol in it, okay?
Okay.
So read that. Now, then the Ducalax tablets, overnight laxative, they're gonna have you take 4 of those. There's 12, there's 6 in here. You're gonna take 4. Okay? And so first I want to show you, we're gonna go over and mix this up.
Okay, let's go. What is that?
Muralax. So I don't have to stir it up. I'm trying it in the blender. Let's hope it works.
Yeah, it's gonna work. No, let it mix more.
No, that's good. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, what I have mixed up in here is coconut water. So this, you can get whatever you want. I got the kind with sugar in it. I usually don't buy the one with the sugar, just because it's not good for you. But I'm going to be starving to death, so I want some sugar.
Some sugar.
Okay, this is in replacement of Gatorade. Some of you might be able to take Gatorade. I am afraid to do it because of the electrolytes they put in there.
Yes.
So, and because of the red dye, or not the red dye, you're not allowed to do anything red. Nothing red or purple. Okay, so because of the dyes and all that, I just don't believe in Gatorade. So I'm doing this natural, healthy way. This is coconut water mixed with the Muralax. And this is from the apple juice bottle. And the reason I chose this is because it's exactly 64 ounces. And that is exactly the amount that you need to finish today. Okay?
Okay.
So I've put it in the blender. And now I'm putting it back in here, because this is what I'm going to use to measure everything out. And you're going to have to do 8 ounces every 15 minutes.
You're going to have to leave it here. So you can add everything else, no?
No. This is already done. Oh, okay, so I want to explain this. These coconut bottles right here, they are just slightly, it's 4 of these bottles and just a little. Okay, so you see this amount right here? That's how much more I've got to pour from this into here. So I I didn't pour it all the way because I thought I was going to shake it up in the bottle. So if you don't have a blender, you might want to do that first. So you might want to pour just a little bit and then put your Miralax and then shake it. But I didn't want to shake it. I wanted to make it easy for myself. So now I got to find the lid.
Can I try the drink? Just
this?
Let me try a sip.
Yeah, just take a sip.
Oh, wow, it is sweet.
And that's all I have for the day. So, okay. Let's, can you
Super
pause
yummy.
for a moment?
All
I
right.
want to find the lid, and then I found my lid. So here's the deal. I decided that it would be better for me to have a child's cup because it's going to psych me out. In other words, if I was going to put this in this big cup, you just need 8 ounces, all right? If I do that, I'm going to be like, oh, God, it's so much.
Yes.
But I'm using a children's cup because it's exactly 8 ounces, and that looks easy to me.
Yes.
That's going to be so easy every 15 minutes to drink. So do things like that to help psych yourself out, so that you're like, okay, I can do this,
Yes.
And I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to video afterwards so that I can kind of give you guys an update of how everything went. But another thing that the doctor told me, I'm adding minerals. You guys get whatever brand you like. If you can't handle minerals, don't do it. But I'm adding, this is empty. I've got to get another one. I just wanted to show you the bottle. I'm going to add that into here because that's why they say they like you to use Gatorade, because it electrolytes. These are safe. I know they are for me. If you guys know of a mineral trace, these are liquid trace minerals. If you guys know of a brand that is good, that you guys can use that, okay? This is just, I know this is okay for me. So we've got that ready. Now, apple juice. You have to be able to see through it, okay? They said you got to be able to read the newspaper through it. Now, I'm sure if I put that in a glass, I can. So, listen, here's the deal. It is very hard to find apple juice that doesn't have citric acid in it. It's very, very hard. This is the only brand that I have found. Even at the health food store, I cannot find it without lemon juice in it. This one, all it says on the label is apple juice. That's all it says, okay?
Ooh,
So this should not,
Free talk.
unless you're sensitive to apples, which some people are, bless your heart. It's very hard to find, certain fruits you cannot eat, and everybody knows that with interstitial cystitis. So that is what I found to use to drink during the day. Then I got a big, big chicken, and I made my own crock pot full of chicken. Then I strained the chicken
Yummy.
juice with a cheesecloth. That way, nothing, no residue. So this is homemade chicken broth. You can put your spices, all the stuff that you want in there, but then you strain it good with cheesecloth and strain it good. I did a whole bunch of these. I put them in the freezer and froze them. All right.
Oh, yes.
I prepared a week ahead so that I wouldn't be stressed out. Because when you go to the store, you can't buy chicken soup because they put chemicals in it. Okay, this is chemical free. I made it straight fresh. Okay,
Fresh.
This is another brand. This is chicken bone broth. Okay, and here's what I made. Stay here. I'll be right back.
This is what are we gonna be?
All right. I made homemade Jell-O because I don't know what the ingredients in the Jell-O packet are going to be bad for me, and including the dyes. So I made my own. I took this apple juice and I boiled it and I made my own Jell-O. Okay.
Oh, snap.
This is the apple juice Jell-O.
Wow.
All right.
That looks
So this is what I'm going to eat for dinner. Okay. It's going to make me feel like I'm eating something. This is bone broth Jell-O. Okay. Here is what I did. I took my bone broth and I put it in the hot boiling water and I added a little sugar. Okay? It sounds gross, but I
can smell the bone broth.
I think it tastes good. This is going to be a treat for me, okay? And I'm going to eat that. That's going to be my protein because I need something to sustain myself.
Yes.
So I'm going to have that. And then if I want something else, I like to make like a cold drink. I will take this normally, and I will add milk, a little milk and water, and make a cold drink out of it, and a little sugar, and I pretend like it's chocolate because interstitial cystitis patients cannot have chocolate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cold drink because it's summer. I'm going to make a cold drink out of this today also, and put some sugar and no milk, and just have that. If it was wintertime, you guys could heat that up and make just a bone broth drink. But if you wanted it to have something if you're tired of just bone broth all day long, you want to add a little sugar. It just gives you variety. I'm trying to give variety for the day so that you don't feel like, oh God, I can't eat anything. So those are the things that I'm doing to keep me from panicking during this non-eating day. And here's another thing that you want to have handy. Go and get yourself a whole bunch of toilet paper. Don't wait till the last minute. Get it ahead of time so that you have enough. Get yourself some baby wipes. All right, get some that don't have sensitive. This is for sensitive, fragrance and dye-free. And then get yourself. This is butt paste. It's baby diaper rash ointment.
Because you're gonna need it.
So what you're gonna do is every single time you go to the bathroom, once you're finished wiping yourself and cleaning yourself, then you apply this. Okay. Every time. Do not forget, because you're going to probably go to the bathroom every 15 minutes.
Hold on a second. Okay, so butt paste.
Yes, so you're going to put this on every single time you go to the bathroom without fail. Otherwise, you're going to get very irritated because you're going to go to the bathroom like every 15 minutes. So it is going to be very close to the bathroom. Have an arrangement with your family.
Don't go out.
If you have 2 bathrooms, say, this one is mine today. Please do not use this bathroom whatsoever, because you're going to need to urgently be able to go in there. So just, make an arrangement with your family if you have 2 bathrooms and tell them, everybody use this bathroom today. Please be respectful of me, because,
it's going
you're
down.
going to need to run in there
and run down.
So stay close to the bathroom. Then a couple things I want to also say. I have a lot of anxiety, and I was really having anxiety about this. I have a homeopathic doctor who has helped me very much. And she gave me a remedy that will help me to sort of stay calm through this whole thing. I can't really tell you what the remedy is because I have a constitutional homeopathic remedy doctor, and the remedy they give you is based for you. So you can get homeopathic remedies at Sprouts or Whole Foods. I think Whole Foods stopped selling them. But anyway, if you really want to, homeopathic doctors can help with interstitial cystitis pain even. So you might want to seek one out in your area. Homeopathic, not naturopathic, homeopathic doctor that specializes in just that. And it's the remedies have no side effects, and they can be very, very helpful for things. So that is another thing I wanted to tell you about. And also, the week before you are going to do this, it's best for you to pretty much go kind of like a keto diet. So you don't want to have a lot of fiber, vegetables, and things. And for at least a couple of days before you start your prep, you don't want to have any major fruits. They told me I could have banana, but it's the pulp and all that. And you definitely, I wanted to have watermelon, but the redness of it, so you couldn't have that. But part of the week you can, just a few days before. And so basically I did as much meat and eggs. So I had boiled eggs and meat, chicken, fish, I had sardines, different things like that. So as much meat as possible. And I also started chewing my food very, very slowly to make sure that everything was chewed up to digest. So that way you prepare yourself a week so that your exam goes very well. They can see everything and it's a breeze. So those are some of the tips I wanted to give you guys. And I think I'm finished with all the tips, but what we're going to do is I'm going to come back after the procedure and tell you how everything went so that you can see on my end whether it was good. Hopefully it's going to be a good review. But anyway, we'll see you soon. I am going to tell you now, if you have never watched this channel, if you get anything out of this, please give us a thumbs up. But I want to tell you that we have other things like freeze drying, gardening, how to make your own fertilizer, and everything, the Mythical Forest with Dee Dee and Boris. So if you guys would, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. And then I'm going to come back and give you a review of what happened. So if you have a moment, go ahead and do that now. It's free. You don't have to fill out an application. Hit the subscribe button, okay? And I'll be back soon. I just wanted to explain one thing. You're supposed to do tonight at nighttime, you're supposed to do 4 of these glasses every 15 minutes. and then in the morning you do the other 4. So basically you're going to do half of this container at night, the other half in the morning. So I just wanted to let you know. And that's based on, I have an afternoon appointment. You'll probably need to just double check with your doctor about that though. Okay, everybody, I'm back. All right, this is the next day, and I just want to give you a quick briefing. First of all, the coconut water, if I do it again, which I'm going to have to do it again, I will use non-sweetened coconut water, because for some reason that brand was so sweet, and I'm not used to have lots and lots of sweets. I do like a sweet thing, but it almost made me feel sick. So next time I will just use coconut water without sugar added, just no sugar added coconut water. I probably could have done well with just water mixed with the Miralax, but I definitely will not use sweetened again. It was just way too sweet. Sorry, I'm rocking in this. I'm going to stop. It's probably making y'all dizzy. So anyway, that was the number one thing I would change for sure. And just to show you guys real quick here, I made myself like a little list, and every single time I did what I was supposed to do, I would mark it off, because life can get stressful and it's kind of a stressful thing to think about. And so I would just mark off every time I did what I was supposed to do, every time I took the Miralax drink, and I knew, gosh, when I get to that, I only have 1 left, you know. And then the next morning I did the same thing. So I just would mark off every single time I did what I was supposed to do. And so pause one moment. Okay, Boris had to have a little cough.
Sorry.
So anyway, what was I going to tell them? I kind of lost track of what I was saying. I went to the procedure. Everything went good. I just wanted to, in case you guys have never had it done before, I want to kind of relieve some of your anxiety. Everybody that goes, I think, gets anxiety about it, because it's just kind of weird, you know. The place that I went to is almost like a conveyor belt. I mean, it was the whole facility. That's all they were doing is, you know, going down the throat or up the rectum or whatever. They were doing both. And endoscopy, I think, is the other one. I'm going to have that done.
Everything about the stomach and intestines.
I'll be sure and do a video on that for you guys. But anyway, they were very, very nice. Everybody was
efficient,
very sweet. They just made you feel calm. And so what they do is they get you into a room. The dog's barking. Pause for one moment. Okay, so they take you into a room. You're in your own room. It's not like you're right next to somebody. It's your own room, like a little surgery room kind of thing. And they get you ready. You got to sign papers and all that. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. If you guys are addicted to lip balm like I am, or chapstick, bring it, because I was wanting it so bad while I was in there. And if I would have had it in my little bag that I brought with me, they would have given it to me, and I could have put it on my lips. So if you use lip balm all the time like I do, make sure you bring that with you. And also, I feel like that the timing, if I had timed it like 1 hour before they told me to start drinking the Miralax in the day of, it would have been better, because I still feel like I had to go to the bathroom on the drive there, and so I was scared. So I put like a diaper thing on, because I was worried. I made it and everything, but it still made me a little nervous. So that's another thing you can ask your doctor about, because I think they had me do it 4 hours before, so I would have done it 5 hours before. So anyway, the whole process went smoothly. I was so glad that I had the baby baby diaper rash ointment. Oh man, even using it every single time you go to the bathroom, after you use the bathroom, it still felt like I was raw. So for sure, do not forget to get that, for sure, if you remember anything. And I ended up using a little bit more than a roll of toilet paper, and a little bit more than probably 1.5 baby wipe packages. I had 2 ready. So just be prepared. If you're prepared, you're going to be so grateful to yourself that you were. So anyway, the procedure, they put an IV in you and they get you ready. My doctor was late. Actually, they had to bring in another one. I think they have like 5 going at once, 5 different doctors. They're all specialized for GI, and one had to go to an emergency at the hospital. Mine did. So anyway, I had another one that came in. She was very nice. Once they put the medicine in you, within seconds, you're already, I told them I'm about to go to sleep. That's the last thing I remember. And then you wake up in the recovery room. They have this little recovery room, with the little blind thingies, so that's the room that everybody's recovering in. And this is really important. They tell you not to make any decisions or do anything that day, and that's true. You really shouldn't. I texted Boris, and maybe he texted me back even, and back and forth. I don't remember any of it. I don't even remember. So I would be very careful not to even text anybody, especially if you're still trying to do business or something like that, because I don't remember any of it. So if you think, if you do, go back and see what you texted to make sure if it was something that you made the right decision on, because I don't even remember those texts at all. And when you first recover, they tell you you can get dressed. I was very dizzy, so be very careful not to stand up and get too soon, because I was very dizzy. They pushed me out with a wheelchair to the car. You've got to have a driver, so make sure you find a driver. They will not let you go in an Uber or something like that. And I wouldn't have been able to walk to the car. But by the time I got home, I was able to walk into the house. So it wears off in enough time. I really don't know how long they have you in the recovery room, but I can tell you that you definitely should not be making any major decisions that day. That are, don't be buying anything on the internet or saying yes to any offers. None of that. And I can see why, because the fact that I didn't remember that text is kind of horrifying. So, not in a bad way, but the fact that, just listen to what they tell you. They got it's for a reason. So anyway, besides that, the procedure, I was asleep through the whole thing. I didn't feel any discomfort. I was expecting that they said you might have some discomfort, but I did not have any afterwards, and no bloating, no gas, no nothing. And everything just went fine. They give you a paper to tell you what to look out for in case, you have excess bleeding or something like that. But typically, I think most people are fine. They did find a few polyps. They send them off and they let you know the results. And because they found some polyps, I have to go back in 3 years. I think if you don't have any, then it's a 10-year thing. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. So if you're afraid, I think that I had more anxiety than I really needed to have. The worst part about it really is not being able to eat and being restricted with the diet. Really, the procedure and everything. I was worried more than I should have been. So I just wanted to give you guys that in case somebody might want their mind to be at ease. And I have a lot of anxiety typically too. So, but it went well. Everything is good. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And even if you are watching and you normally watch me gardening and you're still sitting through this, God bless you. That's really nice. You. But anyway, thank you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment, and be sure and watch one of our other videos, okay? God bless everyone. Okay, I forgot. Here's an encore. I always have an encore. I forgot to tell you that I did some research, and about 50% of your gut microbiome goes away when you do a colonoscopy from doing the bowel prep. So I wanted to feed my gut back my gut biome, which is all your good bacteria in the stomach, in your intestines. So I made this prior. This is fermented carrots. You can do any kimchi or anything fermented, fermented drinks, things like that. You don't have to make it. You can buy them and it sprouts. And then this is acacia fiber, which helps feed the microbiome. This is cottage cheese with added culture.
Ooh, yum.
All right. Yogurt. When you buy yogurt, you guys, look at the back. It should only have like a few ingredients. Cultured pasteurized milk. And it should only have like it shouldn't have a ton of ingredients, okay?
Fructose, nothing.
And this should only have like 2 ingredients too, plus the added probiotics are in here. Then I buy probiotics to take. This is one Swanson. It's got 16 strains, but go look up which ones that you want for yourself. I'm not going to recommend. There's different probiotics that you can get different strains. So different strains do different things. So you want to find a multi-strain one because some are good for helping digest certain things. Some are good for mood. This one is good for mood, depression, and all kinds of stuff. Plus it has good bacteria for other things in it. That's why I have that too. This one is actually good for losing weight. So it acts the same way as the the same thing that's in Ozempic, that peptide. This makes the body stimulate that, and it's all it is a probiotic. So go and feed your gut more probiotics after you do this procedure, so that you can get all that going
for your sweet gut.
All right, so. That's really important. I think you should do. Maybe eat like some bananas, other stuff, so that the probiotics have something to eat. So that's like the acacia powder, banana, things like that. And that's it.
Thank you.
One more thing before you go. We would love to invite you to go and check out this book that Boris wrote called Jesus Wept. You can get it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It's a really fun book about Jesus and Lazarus when they were children. Go check it out.